Hi everybody, it's David here, Swedenborg Community Victoria. It's a great privilege to have Mettalia with me from Misguided Pilgrim.
Yes.
Welcome. You are my first live face-to-face interview, which is really nice to do, a nice experiment. So thank you for being my guinea pig and look forward to how our conversation works out today.
Yeah, it's an honor to be here with you, David. So should I call you Reverend Father?
No,
Father David?
no, David's good.
David's good, okay. Yeah, so today we'll be talking a bit about Charlie Kirk's ideas. However, firstly, we will look at my video, If We Live by the Sword, Do We Perish by the Sword? Where we will be just, doing a discussion on Matthew chapter 26, verse 52, and making a connection to the recent assassination of Charlie James Kirk and Paul the Apostle.
Yep. Now, before we get into the video, what I want to just ask you is, prior to the assassination, had you heard of Charlie Kirk? Did you know of his work?
Yes, I have. A bit vaguely, actually.
Okay.
I found some of his videos where he was debating with students 2 years ago.
Okay.
And initially I simply thought that he was a bit of a stir, like a provocateur. I didn't really think of him that much, to be frank. And I think it was until he talked a bit about Christian marriage, and some of his words I can sort of like resonate with when it comes to sort of explaining how men and women have like their biblical roles. And they ought to fulfill that according to what Paul and Titus said in the Bible. However, I understand that some of his other opinions, especially about guns, and which is more prevalent in America.
Oh, very much so. Yeah.
Like that's, controversial. Like people are upset about him, and also the stuff that he talked about transgenderism and such. Yeah.
I mean, I imagine a lot of his views on marriage were probably not very widely accepted either, to be quite honest. Alongside all of the stuff he says about transgenderism and whatnot.
Exactly.
You know, that very conservative understanding of what marriage is.
I mean, he's coming from, I'm not sure if he's Episcopal or like, I know that he's an evangelical Christian, and he belongs in that mainstream, ideology that men are men and women are women, and he wants to bring that back, to restore that tradition that was in like feudal Western society.
Yeah.
And so I'm actually curious, like, what Swedenborg has to say about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Reason I asked my question about whether you'd heard of Charlie Kirk, I hadn't.
Right.
I had never heard of Charlie Kirk until we got the news of the assassination.
Yeah.
And then suddenly Charlie Kirk is everywhere.
Right.
And one of the things that it strikes me about the assassination is the guy attempted to silence Charlie Kirk. He did anything but. In reality, he made Charlie Kirk a folk hero, effectively. Whether you agreed with him or not, he was a guy who was standing up and was killed for his beliefs. And, he becomes a Christian martyr. Yeah. And so he's elevated Charlie Kirk. So he's a complete idiot. And to me, it just shows you gun violence actually doesn't solve anything, certainly not the way you think it's going to. If you pick up a gun and, kill someone for what they're saying, it's not going to work. So that's what I really took from it. As I say, as a 57-year-old, never heard of Charlie Kirk in my life, and then suddenly he's everywhere. I think it's diminished a bit now, hasn't it? I'm not hearing quite so much.
It's been 2 months since the incident, but I still see a lot of a lot of what he said in Instagram Reels and YouTube as well. Some people even mentioned that the death was perhaps symbolic. The fact that he was, like the bullet actually went to his throat. It could have been other places. Yeah, some people thought that was like, in a way, silencing free speech.
Okay.
But there are theories that he might or might not have worn body armor.
Okay.
and that the bullet actually deflected. Like it was, somebody said it was meant to be shot like right through the chest, and then
Okay.
it went
Okay.
in the neck. Yeah.
Yes, all right. I guess you could read anything into wherever the bullet happened to strike,
Yeah.
I dare say. Okay, so let's watch a bit and see what
Sure.
you've got to say.
Yep. This is my favorite piece from Mozart.
Is it?
This video is created for the purpose of connecting the recent assassination of Charlie James Kirk to the narratives of Jesus and Paul the Apostle.
I found this interesting that you do this.
Yeah.
Was there a particular reason? I'm just going to stop. Was there a particular reason for doing your disclaimer at the start?
I got inspired by like other YouTube videos. It's just sort of to set the tone of the rest of the video, like as a discourse, sort of an intellectual kind of, you know, musing from me. Yeah.
You're setting up the expectation.
Yes, that's right. Just so that people don't copy my work without, you know, crediting and stuff like that. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to ask you a nerdy question in a way.
That's fine.
Do you think that has any effect on your viewer stats? Do people like? So you're you know, there's a 30-second thing with a video. YouTube looks at what happens in your first 30 seconds. Do you see people watching throughout your video, and do you think this has some effect on that?
I never actually thought of that, but I think it could. Yeah.
Okay. Positive. So it keeps people engaged, or you think they drop away?
I don't know. So far, judging from the comments, like I feel like people are engaged. Some people, not everyone though.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes my videos just showed up, you know, by algorithm.
Yeah.
Because of the hashtags that I put in, because I put some hashtags.
Yeah.
Like it's a educational video or history. Yeah. That.
So what's your viewer retention? If you get to the end of a video, how many people are still watching? Do you know?
I haven't really looked at, I mean, I've looked at the analytics, and I know that the majority are like people from the US.
Yeah, so it's
and
true
like
of mine.
Males around like 30, 20, late 20s to 30, 40, 50s, 60s.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and my theory about that is YouTube keeps the creator and the audience geographically separate.
Oh, okay.
Because they don't want, like for us, I mean, I want people turning up here at church, right?
Yep.
YouTube don't. Because they can't serve advertising here.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So they'll put my audience elsewhere.
Oh, that's how it works.
That's what I think they do.
Yeah. I'm still very new to YouTube.
Quite on purpose, I think.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm not surprised to hear your audience is the US as well. But I'm interested to hear what your viewer retention is, because that's one of the things I'm looking at the moment is how we keep people engaged in the video. So that first 30 seconds is a huge drop off.
Yeah. I mean, I brought my laptop so I can have a look. Yeah.
I'll be interested to talk about that. Right, let's keep going.